Good afternoon and good morning, remarkable ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us today in this final celebration of the CodeHack 2022, the first group of CodeHack this year to participate in the training. Now, CodeHack has been a really remarkable event whereby young women have joined from 6 counties in Kenya to acquire skills in mobile application development, web development, digital marketing, and thereafter they are going to construct, or they constructed, applications on SDGs that you're going to mention in a few. And you ladies have been awesome. The journey has not been easy, but you really soldiered on very well. I want to say a huge thank you to the entire Pony Techno Girls team for making this possible. I want to thank you ladies also for making sure that you persevere through this rigorous program. I want to also thank our guest speaker and our judges for taking time to look at these awesome creations. And let me just say in brief, the comments that were given by the judges were, all of you are remarkable. It was a difficult choice and all of you have that potential to proceed. Fantastic. So we have an amazing program lineup for you today. We are going to start with our Executive Director, Ms. Ruth Kaveke, to introduce, of course, the program and to introduce the team. And then we'll go to program overview after that. And after the program overview, we'll welcome one of our alumni called Diana Majalla. She was a winner of 2021 CodeHack program. And then after that, we have our amazing guest speaker called Hadija from Google. She's going to talk about how women tech innovators can thrive in the growing digital space. And then we're going to introduce our awesome judges. These judges have journeyed with us in the previous programs, in various programs. They've supported our programs and they are in the technology field and they're doing so well. So listen to them. Their advices and also their decisions are based on their huge experience. And then from there, we shall officially announce the semi-finalists. And these semi-finalists will have about 3 minutes to present their applications. And then we'll break out whereby the judges can discuss to select the best 6, and then we shall close. Otherwise, without going much further, I want to welcome our remarkable Ruth Kaveke. Karembo.
Thank you so much, John. And it's a good opportunity for me to be able to join all of you during today's award session. So I would like to say congratulations to all of you who managed to be able to reach this far. It's not been an easy journey from the selection process where over 1,000 of you applied, then we were able to narrow down to select 60. You can imagine the large number of other young women who are not able to get this opportunity. Just even the fact that you're able to be selected in the program, that is a win for you because it's a very competitive program. It's a very short program where you are able to learn and acquire skills in mobile development, web development, and digital skills. And I'm very proud, also me being part of your trainer. I've also witnessed firsthand information on how you've been able to participate in the program, the commitment, and also even being able to sacrifice even joining at night during the hackathon, working on your application. When sometimes things get tough, you are always there to continue learning. So that is really something that we are very proud as an organization. We are proud of the effort you're able to put into the program, the solutions that you are able to develop. So I would really like to congratulate all of you. And as we progress, even like if you are not part of the winners, not part of the semi-finalists, that does not mean like a lot. As Pony Techno Girls will be there to continue supporting you. For us, what really matters is your passion and drive. Do you really want to continue? Do you really want to continue to learn whatever you learn? And as an organization, we'll continue to support and mentor you. So even today, we have surprise awards that will be giving to 2 outstanding young ladies who've really been like you've really put a lot of energy into the program, the passion. Also, even the facilitators have been able to recommend all of you because of the great work you've been doing. So I'm just saying this so that you are able to know that we don't, yes, there must be winners, but also there are some extra efforts that we're able to see you're able to put into the program. All your facilitators are able to see. So we want to acknowledge and appreciate that and continue to helping and supporting you. Yeah, so without much, maybe for some of our viewers who are online, maybe I can share a little bit of the program. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah, so this year when we started, we wanted to aim to train around 200 young women. And we are starting with 60. We are hoping to train the rest as time passes by. So we've been working with 60 young women in Mombasa, Nairobi, Kilifi, Nakuru, and Lamu. So we are training them on mobile development, digital marketing, and web development. And it's a crash course, and it takes 5 weeks. And the young women are able to come up with solutions and also build solution based on challenges that they're able to encounter. And then the regions that we are targeting through this program, I've already mentioned them, and they're learning in mobile development. They're learning how to develop mobile application using Codula, and later they'll be able to advance their skills in Flutter. And the objective of the program is to spark innovation and creativity amongst all of you being able to participate. I hope like throughout the learning and interaction with the facilitators, you've been able to advance your knowledge and acquire skills. And also the program aims to target SDG, gender equality, education, health, and zero hunger. Yeah, so today we are going to award 6 best innovative ideas that have been developed by all of you, especially who are able to submit your solution. They're not perfect because they are prototype, and within the short time you could not develop fully functioning applications, but we are so proud of the efforts you've been able to put so far. So the judges have gone through your application, and today we are going to announce the semi-finalists who've been prepared. They're going to pitch, and then the judges are going to select 6. Yeah, so the basics innovative applications are going to get support from Pwani Techno Girls. We are going to give you like a permanent account with Play Store, and we'll continue mentoring to ensure that you're able to be able to put your application into something that people can be able to use and also even start making money from it. Yeah, so that's a little bit introduction of the program. The program started in 2020 when the pandemic started. So as an organization, we felt like we've been doing a lot of programs with our young girls and young women in Mombasa. It was an opportunity for us to scale across the country. So that's why we were able to incorporate all of you. And we aim that we will continue working and giving this opportunity to other young women and girls. Yeah, so Joanne, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ruth. And yeah, ladies, as you've been told, remember, you might not be at the winning team, but always bear in mind that we are here to support all of you as an organization. Now, I want to welcome Diana Majalla. Diana has been a really persistent lady working with us, even in the post-mentorship program, to make her app readily available for the market using Flutter. And we are so proud of Diana's efforts to make sure that she also supports the programs that we do at Pwani Techno Girls. So Diana, karibu sana, feel free to unmute and turn your microphone on. Let me see. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so I can see Diana is not with us at the moment, but not to worry. we shall move on to the next phase of the program. Great. Now, I want to introduce our guest speaker of the day. And this is a very exciting part of me introducing our guest speaker, because she has been a really remarkable mentor at Pwani Techno Girls, as well as, of course, at a personal level, and to the young women that we empower. So let me share my screen. Great. So our guest speaker of the day is called Hadija, and Hadija has nearly 8 years of working experience in the tech industry, marketing, education, and advertising, and she has led diverse teams to deliver results for regionally and globally renowned brands in the private sector. Currently at one of the world's foremost technology companies at Google, where she is working as startup community manager in the Google Developer Relations team. She's an ambassador for the CodeHack program, this program that we're talking about. And Hadija is so passionate about mentoring young women in technology. So without further ado, I want to welcome Hadija. Karibu sana. We are so excited and looking forward to hearing from you.
Thank you so much, Joanne, for that incredible introduction. Can you hear me? Good. Congratulations to the CodeHack class of 2022. It's incredible to see young women so passionate about technology in our communities in Kenya. And it's an honor to be part of this program as I learn from you guys the amazing and innovative products that you've been able to build for communities. So today I am your speaker, and my talk is going to be about how women in tech innovators can thrive in a growing digital space. So when I heard about this topic, I was a bit unsure of how exactly to frame my speaking points today, because I strongly believe that all the different women from across Kenya who are part of this program have been able to do a fantastic job being innovative in creating these different apps and products for our community. But I also wanted to make sure that I speak to you about the different aspects of thriving in technology. As Joanne has mentioned, I am a startup community manager at Google, currently supporting our startup communities across our market, helping them brush up their ideas and prepare them for the next level of building startups. Sorry about that, Jennifer. So as I was saying, my role is supporting our different startup communities across our market in helping them prepare their startups for the next level. And there are a few things that I've learned about building for Africa that I think could be very helpful for all of you. To start off, I want to share a statistic as to why it's important for you as young women to be part of the digital space. There's a research that Google commissioned this year. It's called the Google Africa Developer Report, and it is based on statistics from 2021 on the growing developer ecosystem in Africa. And it says that there are 716,000 developers across Africa. But unfortunately, only 15% of those developers are women. Because of this low number of women taking up space in the developer ecosystem, we find that most of the products that are being built, or rather applications that are being built, are not very inclusive. As we all know, as women, we see the world in a different way because the world and the systems were not built to help women thrive. So if we have more developers, women developers building for Africa, we are going to be able to build inclusive products for all. And looking at your products and applications that the Pony Techno Girls team has shared with me, I've seen most of you are looking at the key problems that Africa is facing, whether it's in education and building products for education. I saw one application specifically for Muslims, which is, as we know, is a minority group in Africa, teaching Muslim students how different aspects of their religion using an app, whether it's food security and helping farmers, be able to sell their produce before it goes bad, and many others. What I have seen is the beauty of having women in these spaces. You're looking out for communities, you're helping make the world a better place, and you are able to help other people, other players in economic industries be able to make money out of what they're doing, which is very important. And the reason why you're being able to be innovative in that way is because the way you view the world is very unique, and it's very important. So if I could advise you on anything, is be comfortable with taking up space. I know as women in our communities, sometimes it feels like we should not be able to take up space because we might be deemed as problematic. We've had women being called viherehere. We've had women being called words that I cannot even share with you because they decided to take up space. But I'm here to tell you that is not the truth. You as innovators right now, creating solutions for our communities is helping the world become better, especially this new world post-pandemic, where we've seen that food security is still a challenge. Education has been very much hit by the pandemic, and a lot of people do not have access to information and other basic necessities which are considered human rights. So if I could say anything, and if you could take anything from my talk today, is the importance of you taking up space. The next thing that I want you to learn that is that mentorship will help you throughout your career. As you start your career now as developers, I want you to know that you have a group, a community of other women who went through what you went through, who are willing to hold your hand. So at any step in your career, feel free to reach out to women who are in the tech space and say, I need help understanding this aspect of IT, or I need your help in, just to talk because I'm feeling a bit pressured in the ecosystem right now. As we know, it's something that can happen to any of us. And be able to learn new technologies. As you know, in the digital space, technology is advancing by the day. You are learning one thing today, in 3 months, there's something else that you need to also learn. So understand that the learning doesn't stop just because you graduated from the CodeHack program. You might need to learn something else to build on top of what you have and build another thing on top of what you've already learned. So stay teachable, stay curious, and that is what makes a good innovator. As you know, one of the best innovators in the world right now, Elon Musk, has built different products in digital space that you can't even imagine. He started in the financial sector, building a fintech product called PayPal, which enabled people to send money from one place to another at in record time. But now he's been able to send a man to the moon, and he's built new generation cars that are good for the environment. And the reason why he's been able to do that and stay innovative is because he's always willing to learn. So stay teachable and learn new skills as you continue your career. Before I finish, I want to talk about the opportunities that are available for young women in tech right now. There are a lot of jobs at the moment that are hiring developers as remote roles. So be open to applying for jobs that are available online, and learn about the different platforms that are offering this job. For example, we have Andela and Talent QL that are always looking for junior developers to take them through a mentorship program and an internship and place them to jobs. You are capable of doing this. It doesn't mean that just because you are a junior developer that you cannot be hired in global companies. The world is your oyster. The world is growing every day, and we are always looking for opportunities to connect with the world. So take advantage of remote jobs and be confident that you can be able to do it. You might be rejected once or twice or even 10 times. I've gotten more rejections than yeses, but we keep it moving. And this is where your personal determination comes in. It takes a lot of discipline and self-awareness to be able to open yourself up to new opportunities. So don't be scared. You might not know everything right now, but you learn it on the job. Trust me, nobody goes into a new job knowing what to do. Even myself, as I joined Google, my background it was in tech, but I had been working in the advertising and media industry. And I was very nervous that they might think that I'm a fraud. What if they know that I haven't written code in 2 years or something like that? But I was open to the challenge. I asked questions and I sharpened my soft skills, which is also very important and takes me to the next note. As an innovator, you are building for regular people. So you must be able to communicate with people to understand their needs. It's cool to learn how to code, but it's even cooler to be able to explain your product to an average person. For example, I see one of the applications that has been built is for mamambogas. Can you be able to explain how that product works to someone who has a kibanda outside your home? As well as you can be able to explain to a venture capitalist fund that is trying to help you raise money for your app. So communications and learning other soft skills such as networking, people skills and managing partnerships is just as important as the technical skills for a young innovator, especially in Africa. And I want to also mention that there is a booming startup community that is trying to find developers like you. From the Africa Developers report that Google commissioned this year, we saw that digital adoption in startups raised up from 47% to 71% in different industries such as manufacturing. And they are looking for talent like you to be able to help them build these products. So be on the lookout for these opportunities in our market as well as globally. And we have seen that a lot of these startups have been able to raise funding. If you've been reading the news lately, you'll see a lot of businesses in Africa are raising funding in the digital space right now. For example, there's one organization called Wasoko that has raised up to 20 billion Kenya shillings in Series A funding. And it has been said that their business is worth 80 billion Kenya shillings. And this is because they will be able to build a product for our communities, for people just like you and I. So learn the necessary skills to understand people's needs and learn how to reflect those needs into using different technologies into products and applications. And I would like to finish up by saying that Being a female in the digital space can be a bit challenging and intimidating, because for a very long time, digital spaces have been known to be more welcoming to men compared to women. Don't take this challenge as something that is scary. Let it fuel you, you know, take up space, be confident in yourself and your skills, be willing to ask questions, find people within the digital space who are going to help you, and believe in yourself. There's so much we can say about the digital space, but what we can also say is technology has been an enabler for a lot of things and a lot of people. It has leveled the playing field for both men and women, and it is welcoming to all. So don't feel shy. Be confident in yourself and take this challenge as something that could change your life. With that said, thank you very much, Joanne, for the opportunity to be a speaker today.
Wow, wow, that is so awesome. Thank you so much, Hadija. And as you can see, ladies, we have a huge opportunity for us to grasp. It's just a matter of us taking that courage, being persistent. And as you can see, you have mentors. At Polytechno Girls, we have mentors, and Hadija is championing this program a lot. But of course, it requires you to have that effort and that zeal. Don't come to Hadija with, empty-handed. Come to her with ideas, and she will be able to support you. Thank you so much, Hadija. That was awesome. Great. Now we are going to the next part, and that is the introduction of our judges. We have 4 amazing judges, and they are in the field of technology. I'm going to share my screen in a few. Fantastic. Great. So our judges, we are going to start with the first judge. We have Miss Sarah, and Sarah is a 2014 alumnus of Tech Women program run by United States Department of State for young women in science and technology careers. She is the science director of Tech Women Kenya, a local nonprofit that enables girls to get into STEM careers. She is an alumni of Minds and National Democratic Institute which mentors young women in politics. In 2013, Sarah ran for a political seat in Kiambu County, Kenya, and getting over 20,000 votes. In the crisis of 2020, she used her bioscience background to establish an agri-tech startup that is innovating hydroponic system and nutrients for growing vegetables and herbs in small spaces at homes across Kenya. Okay, drum rolls for Sarah. Kindly let us welcome Sarah. Karibu sana, Sarah.
Hey, hi, ladies. Are there men? Do we have any men?
Yes, judges, yeah.
Yeah, we do, the judges. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sarah, as you've heard. Nimefanya mambo mingi. So I'm a farmer, I'm a politician, and mostly I'm an advocate for people to take careers in emerging technologies, because that is where the future is. And I'm so glad last year we were judging the CodeHack, and I was really impressed. The ideas that the ladies were coming up with were so awesome. And even looking through this year, I can see also, guys, hey, Kenya, by the way, hatujanyimwa ideas. I am so proud of you. So yeah, I'm ready for this. I hope you're ready for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That is our remarkable Sarah, and also a mentor at Polytechno Girls. Trust me, you are in the right hands, guys. Thank you so much, Sarah. Great. Now we are going to the next judge. Okay, my share screen is just misbehaving. Okay, there we go. Now, we are going to the next judge, and that is Mr. Sorry about that. Let me. Okay, there we go. That is Mr. Brighton Massaro. Yeah, so Brighton is a Mozilla fellow working on voice technology with a focus on the Kiswahili language in order to address the exclusion of those whose first or preferred. Oh, okay, sorry, let me repeat that. Brighton is a Mozilla fellow working on voice technology with a focus on the Kiswahili language in order to address the exclusion of those whose first or preferred language is Kiswahili. Before joining Mozilla, Brighton was Director of Technology at Swahili Port Hub, where he led use of adoption of technology in the technology and arts community in Mombasa and Coast region of Kenya. And I have to mention that Brighton has been an advisor and a key mentor at Pwani Techno Girls and Pwani Techno Girls program as well. So drum rolls for Brighton. Karibu sana, Brighton.
Thank you very much, John. And I think from my profile, I need to work on more things because it looks like my profile is very small compared to Sarah's. Thank you very much for having me. I'm always a fan, and I'm always proud of what you're doing. And the CodeHack program is amazing. And I was very excited to read and look at those submissions from everyone, and I'm very proud of everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That is our remarkable Brighton. Now we are moving on to the next judge, our remarkable Gladys Maynard. And Miss Gladys Maynard is a project management professional keen on digital transformation and innovation. Gladys holds an MSc in IT and certifications in ITIL Intermediate, Prince 2, PMD Pro, CCNA, and A+. She is a 2020/2021 Tech Women Fellow and a registered member of African Women in Technology, Google Women Tech Makers, and Women in Tech Africa. Her passion is seeing more women break barriers in the ICT industry. So again, drum rolls for our remarkable Gladys. Karibu sana.
All right, thank you so much, John, and good afternoon, everyone. It is always a pleasure to support the work that Pwani Techno Girls is doing and seeing them impacting lives of women and girls. Sarah has mentioned, we also judged last year, and it is very remarkable to see the applications improve year by year. And so I'm looking forward to seeing the innovations from the women and keep up Pwani Techno Girls and the team. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is our amazing Gladys, always supporting Pwani Techno Girls program, always. Thank you so much. Now we are going to our final judge of the day, and he is a gentleman, Mr. Kelvin Chai. Let me share my screen. A man of very few words. Yeah, great. Mr. Kelvin Chai is an ICT consultant experienced in network design, maintenance, desktop support management, web design, and programming in Python. And I can say that Mr. Kelvin Chai has really been a supporter of Pwani Techno Girls' program as well, and advising on various technology parts of Pwani Techno Girls. Karibu sana, Mr. Kelvin.
Thank you so much, Madam Joan. It's a pleasure to be part of this CodeHack event once again. And I would like to wish all the participants all the best. We've seen great submissions and innovative ideas, and we're looking forward to seeing the pitches as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You know, I told you he's a man of few words. Awesome. Great. Now, as we are now going to the other section of the program. And I know all of you have been waiting for this, and that is the semi-finalists, okay? The semi-finalists. And the semi-finalists, these are 8 young women who have been able, or who the judges have selected as those who are going to be in the semi-finalists. So I'm going to mention name by name, and as I mention you, kindly prepare to present, okay? Kindly prepare to present a small presentation of what your app is about for 3 minutes exactly. So in not any order whatsoever, we have 8 semi-finalists. 1, Joy Mudeo. Number 2, Margaret Mose Chifuete. Number 3, we have Quinta Otieno. Number 4, Brenda Kasoha. Number 5, we have Dulcie Lida. Number 6, Deborah Komboka Nyakundi. Number 7, Daisy Jepleting. Number 8, Bilha Ayako. So congratulations to the 8 of you, Joy, Margaret, Quinta, Brenda, Dulcie, Deborah, Daisy, and Bilha, for making in the for making the semi-finalist group. Congratulations for reaching this far. Now, I want for us to be able to understand what their app is about and what their innovation is about. I want to welcome the 8 of you to start presenting your applications. You have 3 minutes or less. The lesser the better, but 3 minutes is enough to do like an elevator pitch to the judges. And the judges will or will not ask you questions, so be ready for that. And I'll be the one sharing about your applications, the slides about your application, and then you're going to present it. So be ready. I want to start with Joy. Joy Mudeo. Joy, Karibu, feel free to unmute and turn on your video. You're ready? Great. So I'm opening a slide. Let me share my screen. And whenever you're ready, just start.
Yes, I'm ready. Can you hear me?
Perfectly, yes.
My lighting is bad.
It's okay. It's okay. You can just turn off your video then. I can see your network is also troublesome.
Yes. It's okay, but you can hear me, right?
Yes, you can now go ahead.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joy. I am happy to be part of this program, and I'll just dive in the presentation directly so that we don't take much time. And I decided to give it a name, Daktari Plus, whereby it's not only, the name came from the idea that it's not only about health, or rather about doctors or about patients, but it's something extra because it gives something more. And in the first slide, I just did a research, and I came to realize that in 2019, over 500,000 adults in Kenya living with diabetes, or rather this time is in that class, and stroke, and also heart diseases. And so, and this statistic numbers, the number will increase. And so I decided to look further and find a solution into this problem. And so this app is about these patients that are living with these terminal diseases, like, for example, those that I've mentioned. And I'll just show my slides. I don't know whether you can see them. Yes. I'll just do them like a slideshow. Just allow me to share my screen.
Oh, I've shared for you. Are you able to see?
My target audience is it. Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right, let me just exit this.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I can see. Can you go to the, yeah, this one. So Daktari Plus is designed to help these patients living with this diseases to aid for fast service to the patients, also making sure that they access their services in a smooth way. Yeah. Just please, Joan, can you go to the next slide, please? The next slide, please. Yeah. So this application is focused on the SDG in the good health and well-being of people. To say good health means that, you know, it is focused in the good health of these patients, and it's also focused on the consumption. As we all know, these kind of diseases are more of lifestyle diseases, and so you have to know what to eat, what to consume, so that you can prolong your life. It also touches on industry, innovation, and infrastructure, in that it keeps on revolving along as time goes by. Yeah, so the next slide, please, Joan.
Are you able to see?
So, my main audience for is people living with these terminal diseases or terminal, and so some of these elderly people are not able to take care of themselves. So the issue of caregivers comes in here. And so also anyone who is interested about educating themselves about these diseases is welcome. Yeah, so those are my main target audience. To the next slide, please, Joan. In terms of marketing, or rather revenue and the main target market for this application is medicine, you know, to bring on board partnerships and also other sponsorships from either external facilities or even internal, but mostly I am targeting the medical insurance companies, and that will be okay. Yeah, to the next slide, please. Yeah, these are just some screenshots of the application. We have the login there. You just enter your email, your password, and then we have this kind of a screenshot whereby if you don't have an account already, this is the document. I would advise that. Thank you so much for this opportunity and have a good time as well.
Thank you so much, Joy. We really had trouble hearing you, but you picked up a bit. We would hear some bits and pieces. Maybe judges, you can let me know. Were you able to get something out of it? If it's any judge. And feel free to ask questions to Joy.
I have a question, Sarah.
Awesome.
So I'd like to know, okay, maybe I have missed, I had also dropped out, but how will the app generate revenue? And who are the competitors? Are there other similar apps in the market? If she's not audible, she can type the answer in the comment, perhaps.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Sarah?
Yes, yeah, I can.
Okay. I just mentioned that I am targeting the medical insurance companies. Yeah, that way I'll be able to generate my income, considering the fact that this kind of patients usually have this kind of medical covers because of the nature of these diseases. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
competition.
The competitors, yeah, an app that is exactly like this one, but I have come across similar apps, yeah, those that take care of the like pharmacists, those that are offering medication, those that are offering booking appointments, but not specifically for these terminal diseases. So yeah, I haven't, unless you have an idea of one. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, our remarkable Sarah. Any other judge with a question to Joy of Daktari Plus application?
So I think for me, it's a comment. There is a company called Pharma Health that has pharmacies in different places, and they use those pharmacies as a way for people to be able to book appointments because there are cases where people don't have internet. So that could be one of your competitor. So they also offer services.
Okay.
It's
okay. All right. Thank you so much, Brighton.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can consider that as a partnership. So I have noted that down. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, our remarkable Judge Brighton. Any other judge with a question or a comment? Great. Joy, you are on the clear. Thank you for sharing with us your application, and I wish you all the best as as the judges go through the list. Thank you, Joy. Great. Now, number two.
Much, John.
Thank you as well. Awesome. Number 2 in the line is Margaret. Margaret, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, great. Let me share share your slides, and feel free to unmute or turn your video if you have a good network. And let me share my screen, and you can start whenever you are ready. Okay, so just a second. There we go. Slideshow. Okay, go ahead.
So hello everyone. I am so excited to be part of the program. I'm also excited to be part of the semi-final candidates. And without further ado, I will start. So my app, I gave it the name Get Attacho, the short form of Get Attachment. So it's basically an app that will be used to get industrial attachment. So industrial attachment is usually essential for university students, college students, TVET students. Most universities require one to conduct industrial attachment for them to graduate. It acts as a unit for you to have a complete transcript for you to graduate. Another thing, industrial attachment is usually essential in getting hands-on skills and learning work ethics. Since most of the time, what we do at school is just getting the theory part and get a little bit of the practical side. But it's so unfortunate that most people do not have areas of attachment. And this is because people are mainly focused on one region and they don't have a wide scope and variety of opinions about attachment. Furthermore, most people rather the whole process is usually a mess to them since it's their first time doing an application. So this app will offer the solution of showing the students the areas where they can go for attachment and further coach them all through the application process so that they can have a quality application and obtain the attachment. In relation to the SDG, access to information, this app will provide the information of where and how to apply for the attachment. So what are the target users? The target users are university students, college students, TVET students, and polytechnic students. So the source of revenue or the entrepreneurial side of this app will be obtained through coaching. Since I have mentioned that there will be career coaching for the application process. So there's also CV revamping and the checking of cover letter. So for partnerships, partnerships can be made possible by collaborating maybe with the different institutions offering industrial attachment. Maybe with that, I meant the institution can maybe talk of the number of spaces they have for attachment and within which period. So with that, when they'll be placed in the app and somebody will be sure of getting a place since the institution themselves confirmed the presence of a space in the institution. Another partnership will be made with the career coaches on board because they'll be there to guide the students along the application process. So here are 3 screenshots of the app. The first one is the menu. So the student can either go to the attachment areas or choose the career coaching section. So the second picture shows the area of studies. Different students have different areas of studies. So here I've just put a sample of the courses. For instance, we have technology students, engineering, science, education, catering, and law. And for the third picture, it consists of the career coaches. So we'll have one, for instance, here, the first one we have Professor Margaret Mose with her description, with what she does, what she has learned, her background. Then the next one is another coach, and the next one. So when the student comes across the career coaching side, they choose the coach that they're comfortable with in relation to the background. Currently, it's actually a website that may act as a competition, which is NITA. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Wow. Margaret, that is fantastic. Thank you so much for presenting. Now, I'll go to the judges. Any questions for Margaret?
John, Gladys here. Can I go?
Yes, please. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Margaret, for that presentation. I think my question is on how you plan to have the companies that have attachment, how you plan to get to know those vacancies, and how you will link up that with the students. That's my question.
Okay, so in that app, since it was just a model, I just placed the name of the institutions that mostly offer attachment in relation of the course. So if it's in case of a partnership, I guess we have to be a professional communication so that if they're in collaboration with it, they can accept to give maybe the number of vacancies that they have. With that confirmation, maybe we can add them in the list.
All right, thank you. That's it, John.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Any other judge with a question or a comment?
So I will say that I like the fact that you talked about adding coaching as a feature, as a source of revenue, because I think that would be a great way to sustain the app itself and the platform. So I think that is a very well thought out addition to the app.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, our remarkable judge, Brighton. Any other judge with a question or a comment?
Also to add on the competitors, I will suggest you look at Fuzu. Though for Fuzu, I know they mostly have companies with vacancies, not specifically attachment, but also that could be a good way to see where to go after the attachment period.
Thank you so much for your input.
Thank you very much. Awesome. Any other comments or questions? Awesome. Wow, you are on the clear, Margaret. Thank you very much for presenting and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we are going to Quinta Otieno. I hope you're ready. We have 3 minutes. Be ready, and let me share my screen so that you can go. You can kindly take exactly 3 minutes or less. Yeah, so there we go. You can begin.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Quinta, and I'm going to be taking us through my project, that is Zero Cards. So majorly Zero Cards, the idea was inspired during one of the meetings that we had with the anti-FGM board. Knowing the president's commitment to end FGM in Kenya by 2022, it has established an anti-FGM board that is in charge of ensuring that FGM practices or activities do not take place or are not conducted in any place or location in Kenya. So that was the inspiration to the application. Next slide, please. Yeah, so Kenya basically has an FGM prevalence of 21%, and I chose to relate with the Kuria community because it has like the highest rate of FGM prevalence, that is 84%. Like among the communities that still carry out FGM, Kuria community is one of the communities that practice it at a high level. And as I'd mentioned, the president has made a personal commitment that we end FGM in Kenya by the year 2022, that is this year. And also the board, anti-FGM board, which was formed to ensure that we end FGM experience certain challenges that I'll mention. One of them is that they receive late reports on the suspected or the planned cases of FGM. For instance, if FGM is supposed to take place at a certain community, they may fail or they may receive the report at a later time, which will not be effective since the activity will already be conducted. And the next challenge, or challenge number 2, is that in instances where they receive the reports, they are not able to, they may fail to get there on time because due to not having the right location to that place. For example, if it's supposed to be, if FGM activity is supposed to be conducted in Kuria at a specific place, they receive the report, but then they do not know that particular location to it. So that has been a challenge to the anti-FGM bodies in as much as they're fighting or doing a noble job in ending FGM in Kenya. And another challenge will also be that they're finding it difficult in linking the victims of FGM with the nearest rescue center. So those are some of the problems that the application ZeroCut is trying to solve. Next slide. Yeah, so those are the problems that the anti-FGM board encounters and that the ZeroCut application will solve. In terms of sustainable development goals, ZeroCut majorly focus or aims at the realization of sustainable development goal number 5, which is gender inequality. And on the agenda 2030, that is target 5.3, which is to eliminate all harmful practices such as forced marriages and female genital mutilation. And so the app works in a way that one is able to make reports depending on the agency or on the time when the planned FGM activity is supposed to be carried out. And when you make the report, they are linked directly to the anti-FGM board, either through a call or through an SMS. And this is not only done, but we are also able to, the application has a location feature that will enable the team, the anti-FGM team, to be able to access the reporter's location so that they're able to get the specific location at which the activity will be conducted. And as I've mentioned, it also, the team is able to take action depending on the agency of the report made. I'll show us that when we are looking at the screenshot of the application. And we are also able to link the FGM victims to the nearest rescue centers. So the major target users will be girls, ladies, and women in areas with high FGM prevalences. That, to mention a few, the Kuria community, Kisii County, and also areas of northeast provinces of Kenya. So that is the major target users, the ladies who are in those areas where FGM is rampantly practiced. Our target stream or revenue and partnership. 1, ZeroCut plans on partnering with the anti-FGM board and also the president's office. And our main source of revenue will be with the president's affirmation. There's been some funds that has been set aside in the treasury to ensure that we end FGM by 2022. So partnering with the anti-FGM board and also the president's office will be able to generate funds from this treasury or from this office to be able to keep and maintain our application. So those will be the main revenue stream of our application. So these are some of the screenshots of the app. The first screenshot, so when you click onto the application, the first interface that you come across is we have a button for report suspected cases, link up with the rescue centers and also frequently asked questions. So when you click onto the report suspected cases of FGM, it takes you to screen number 2, where you are able to report the cases depending on urgency. If the planning or the activity is supposed to take place in less than 12 hours, you click onto the 12 hours, less than 12 hours buttons. If it's exactly between 12 to 24 hours, you click on that. More than 24 hours, you click on that, so that when the anti-FGM board receives the message, they're able to act depending on the urgency. If it is less than 12 hours, they know that we need to start planning and get to this place at this particular time. And then the third screen will be you are able to call for help, and you are also able to SMS for help. And there's also the location feature. When you get there, you'll be able to turn on your device location, and the team will be able to get access to your location. Yeah, so one of our competitors will be the iCard team. But now the unique feature with ZeroCut is that for the iCut team, what they majorly do is link the victims or the survivors of FGM to the rescue centers. But for ZeroCut, we not only link them, but we are trying to prevent the cases from happening. So before they happen, you are able to report, and then the anti-FGM team is able to get there on time and ensure that they take the necessary action so as to prevent the action from occurring. And we also link the victims or the survivors to the rescue centers. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much, Quinta, for that presentation. Judges, feel free. Karibuni.
Thank you, Quinta. I'm audible.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really like that app, and I like what it's doing. The fact that it's going to prevent. So one of the things I'd like to suggest is for you to think of a more sustainable source of funds, of revenue. As a politician, you guys heard I'm a politician. I know government things. Unaweza lia ukingojea hizo pesa za serikali. So it is a good idea to think of, more widely, because there is a huge potential for your app. Believe me, especially in the fact that your unique selling proposition is in prevention. So think of other ways, because there are other ways you can actually get funds as an app, as an application. The other thing I would like for you to think of how you can serve people who use feature phones. Okay, I know the feature phones zinakuja zikiisha, but the people in mashinani who still use zinaitwaje mlikamwizi?
Kabambe.
Mlikamwizi, yeah, the kabambe. Yeah, there are still people who use that, and probably those are the ones who will be mostly affected. So you probably should think of another feature you can add in the app to serve those ones too. Thank you. I guess those are just comments, not questions.
Wow. Thank you very much, Quinta. I hope you've taken note of that.
Yes, Joan.
Karibu, Gladys.
All right, just to add up on to what she has said, maybe Quinta would like also to look at partnerships with non-government organizations, especially the ones that have already started the work, so that she does not reinvent the wheel. She can leverage on what has already been done. So maybe that is a suggestion of how she can also look around partnerships in NGOs.
Thank you very much. Yes, Quinta, you've noted that?
Excuse me, Joan.
Yes.
My internet disconnected, so I didn't get the first judge.
Oh, the first judge, Sarah.
Yeah.
Okay, Sarah, welcome back.
Let me repeat. Yeah, you can hear.
Yes.
All right, so I had two suggestions. Were they two or even four? I don't know. Anyway, the idea was that you should look for more sustainable means of getting funds. because government cannot be relied on. Bado unasikia?
Nasikia.
Okay. Yeah, so sustainable funds, other than government, as you have heard, you can look at non-governmental organizations. I said that the fact that you are preventing is a very good thing. So there is huge potential for this app. The next suggestion was think of ways you can, how people with feature phones, Kabambe. You know the Kabambe?
Yes.
Yeah, so because I'm assuming people in the rurals, most of them might not have the smartphones, they might have feature phones. So you can think of ways of including, you know, those ones. There are ways. I won't tell you which ones, but there are ways. So do your research on that. Those are my 2 comments.
Yeah, thank you for the input.
Thank you very much. Any other judge? Karibu.
So I think I'll just add that this being a cultural thing, I think a lot of focus has to be on community. So I think when you're building up this idea, I think a lot of focus should be on community, either it's messaging or it's campaigns. And as Sarah said, connectivity is a huge issue in the country. So I think those are my suggestions or thoughts.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judge Brighton. Any other judge with a comment or a question?
I would like to comment on the research that she did. It was a well-researched presentation, and that's really good.
Wow. That's awesome, Judge Kelvin. Thank you very much. And wow, it seems you are on the clear now, Quinta. I wish you all the best. Fantastic. Now to our next presenter, Brenda Kasoha. I hope you're ready. Feel free to unmute. I'm going to share your screen, your slides. Brenda, are you ready? Brenda?
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, fantastic. There we go. You can begin.
Okay, first and foremost, I'm grateful to having been shortlisted. From the name, it's an app that is to pass education via the internet or via online. So we can move to the next page kindly. Okay, my app is to deal with the problem of passing practical skills to learners, because it's targeting as well. For example, for the subjects like science, agriculture, art and crafts, they require some practical skills, which might be difficult to pass just by word of mouth. So the app is to help children get to learn more. And it also has a corner known as Fun Corner. We'll see it from the screenshots. So this is just to help children get to embrace learning and make learning fun for them, because most of them find learning like a big deal. So if they get to interact with videos and other information, they'll begin to embrace learning more effectively. We can move to the next slide kindly.
can go
Okay,
ahead.
my app is to target the SDG number 5. Okay, thank you. My target SDG is quality education, the SDG number 5, because this app is going to make learning more effective for the primary school learners. They can be able to get to know more apart from what they learn in school, because they'll have an online tutor, personal tutor for them. So it is an aim of building education and making it more effective for them. Next slide, kindly. The target users are primary school children under the new competency-based curriculum, CBC. As I mentioned earlier, more than the subjects that I've mentioned, English and Kiswahili also require practical skills. For example, when you're teaching a pupil, okay. So I was just explaining about the target users more. So for English and Kiswahili, there are some topics that require practical skills as well. So the app will also be effective. We can move to the next slide, kindly. Okay, from my app, the sessions are going to be online. So the children can be able to pay for the tuition fee after the sessions with teachers. That is online. So that is how I expect to earn revenue from the app. They can be able to be aware of the app and how it works and its advantages to their children. I can also advertise it to schools so that they can be able to inform the learners about it. We can move to the next slide.
Brenda, you can kindly unmute. Brenda, I'm sending you an ask to unmute request so that you can proceed. Okay, I think Brenda has dropped momentarily, and we can just hold on her comments. We'll ask her to proceed from where she left from. Thank you for your patience, guys. Thank you. Oh, I think she's back. Yeah, Brenda, there we go. Brenda, karibu tena.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Don't worry, it's okay. Karibu.
I'm sorry, the place that I'm. Oh, thank you. So the screenshots there, the first screenshot is just the first screen. It tells you what the app is about. Book an online tutor for your children. On the login screen, which is not here, but I managed to take a screenshot of the booking sessions screen, where you're able to book a tutor for the different subjects that I have highlighted there. So I hope you can see. Then the last screenshot is of the fun corner. The fun corner, as I explained, is a corner which provides videos from different subjects. It helps them to learn more It gives them updates of things that are there involving that subject. And because from the language corner, we have French, Spanish, as French, offered. So the videos can help them get to familiarize with the languages and get to learn more. Thank you for the time.
Thank you very much, Brenda, for that awesome presentation. Karibu, I want to welcome now our judges. Karibuni for your comments or questions.
We'll start.
Karibu.
This is Sarah. Brenda, you can hear me? Is she still here?
Yes.
Okay.
Brenda, I think she has dropped.
Okay.
Okay.
So we hold, Oma?
Yeah, we can hold. Let me look for. Okay. She has joined back.
She's
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it's good to confirm.
Yeah. Brenda, are you able to hear us? Brenda, I've asked you to unmute. Oh, Karibu, Brenda, you're able to hear us?
Yeah, I'm sorry about the.
It's okay.
It's okay. We understand.
Yes, I can now.
Okay. So my first thing,
Okay,
my absolute first is there's that screen that has orange buttons with,
yeah,
is it
so
green or blue writing? You can hear? Brenda, you can hear?
I can see she's saying.
Yes, I can hear. Yeah, okay, the blue writing on the second slide is of the button to book a tutor.
Yeah, I know. Not the, you'll have to change the color. I don't know whether other people get affected by those two colors, the orange and the blue or green together. You feel like it irritates the eyes. I don't know. Does it affect anyone else? How many mimi too? But
yeah,
maybe men are not affected.
Color.
Anyway, just note that there are some colors that you cannot combine because they do something to the eyes. Yeah. Anyway, the second comment is how I'm imagining if you have a very high traffic, because right now parents are really bamboozled by this CBC.
Yeah.
So what if you get like, I don't know, wamwagike huko kama 100,000 children and their parents? You'll have to know how the app will handle the high traffic so that it doesn't crash.
Yeah, true.
Then those videos, the videos that you will share in the app, are they your own videos or are they videos from other sources?
Okay, the videos that I shared here are videos from YouTube. But as time goes by, there'll be updates of videos maybe by me or other tutors or specific subjects. So if a teacher teaches on science for a specific topic, or the corner you're able to upload the videos.
Okay. Okay, yes. Then. Okay, all right. I just wanted to know that because there's this issue of copyright laws because people might I don't know, report or do something to the app or the website if you're using their videos. So yeah, those are my 3 comments.
Yes, thank you. Well noted.
Okay, my question, Brenda.
Yes.
How would you plan to recruit these tutors? Would you have a site page for them, or will you be walking to them one by one? And also, what kind of incentives do you have for them?
Okay, this was just a model, but the full idea was also to have a platform where people who are interested in becoming tutors can be able to apply. And after checking their qualifications, that is when I can decide on who to recruit to assist in their tuitions.
Thank you very much. Any other comment or question from a judge?
Yeah, I think I'll just emphasize what Sarah said. Even I can't, the battles are not clear. So I'll just maybe suggest is that when you're designing app, just make them very simple, like just 2 colors. For example, when you look at the first app or the Twitter app, and just like 2 colors or 3 colors at most. So I think that would be something to think about, especially when designing the app, because I notice with your app, there's so many colors that may affect the user and readability and all that. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. Great. Any other comment, question? Oh, fantastic. I can see also from the comment, Joanna commenting about user interfaces. Yeah, but you are on the clear, Brenda. Thank you for presenting. I wish you all the best. Now.
Thank you.
Awesome. Now to the next presenter is Dulcie. Dulcie, be ready. Are you there? Let me ask you to unmute. Dulcie?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, let me share your screen. So after Dulcie, you have 3 minutes, Dulcie. We have Deborah, Daisy, and then finally Bilha. Kindly prepare. Now, let me share my screen so that we can go to your application. Dulcie, just a second. This is for Brenda, Dulcie. There we go. You can start.
Okay, my name is Dulcie Leader, and my application is called Nurture My Flower. My application focuses on ending FGM and creating safe space for FGM survivors. I hope I'm clear. I'm sorry about the noises. I'm on the road.
It's okay, you can go ahead. We can hear.
Okay, thank you. So you find that in most of the pastoral communities in Kenya are still practicing these practices of FGM, and the government is against it. And so this app is focusing on creating awareness to these communities, effects of FGM, types of FGM. So this app has a competitor called iCat. And the feature I've added in this, my Nurture My Flower app, is that FGM survivors can find counselors to talk to, or make appointments to the counselors so that they can talk to them later. Next slide, please. So solution to this FGM problem in pastoral communities The main objective was to create a safe space for the survivors and also create FGM awareness to these communities. So to meet these objectives, my app has these features. There's a feature for reporting a case. So you can report a case that is being planned so that we can work on it before it happens, or one can report case that has already happened so that we can know communities that, like areas that people still practices FGM cases so that we can create awareness to them. Also, there's a feature where survivors can share their stories. And there is a feature where survivor can share a story and read stories from other survivors. You find that I have some friends who have undergone this FGM and some of them are depressed. So when you find where you can read more stories about your fellow survivors, you can find that other people have gone this thing that I've gone through, and they have done this and this to come over this depression or mental torture. So that's why there's a feature for sharing story. And then there is also a feature for contacting counselors by calling them directly or making appointment. After one has made appointment, counselor will receive a message that so and so have made appointment to you. And lastly, there is a feature for creating FGM awareness. Next slide, please. This solution focuses on SDG number 3, that is good health and well-being, as indicated on the pictures. Next slide. So our target users of this app are the communities that are still practicing FGM, like Kuria communities, Kisii communities, and communities that are in northern part of Kenya. And also organization or people who are fighting FGM can also use this app. And marketing or revenue to this app can be through donation from organizations that are fighting FGM. For example, we have Desert Flower Foundation, Daughters of Eve, African Women Organizations, etc. There are a lot of organizations that are fighting FGM. So we can find donation from them or from people, not necessarily organization, even from people, and partnering with the organization. And also, counselors can also renew their membership in the app. Okay, these are some screenshots of the app. We have Get Started, where you get introduced to the app, and then next is a dashboard where one can find feature for reporting case, reading stories from survivors, finding available counselor to contact when survivor has some mental problems because of FGM that she undergone. And then there is also a feature for creating awareness. And then a next picture is a screenshot of showing available counselors. One can call counselor directly or make appointment. When you have made appointment, counselor will receive a message notifying her or him that so and so has made appointment, please do something. Thank you. That's all about my application. I welcome any question or comment.
Thank you very much, Dulcie, for that presentation. Karibuni judges. Sarah.
Thank you. Hey, how do you say your name? Dulcie.
Yeah.
I'll see. Okay.
Yeah.
Kuadhiriwa na lugha ya mama. So anyway, thank you so much. This you're going to have to do a collab with your other person. Who was the other lady? Zero Cats, Quinta. Yeah, I think you're going to do a collab on that. But I like that you have your unique selling proposition is I like the feature of sharing stories, because sharing is caring. Because to be honest, like me, like most of us don't quite really understand it. Like if we have not gone through it, we don't understand it. So, and we don't have close friends who have gone through it. So the feature of understanding, of sharing the stories is very good. I also like that your app is 2 colors. So it is easy on the eye, it is easy to read. And now I understand what Brighton was saying about, you know, keeping the colors to maximum 3 colors. What I would like to know is, you've said the revenue is from donations. Brainstorm other ways of getting revenue for, you know, for your app, because there are other ways, trust me. Yeah, I can think of that. And perhaps this is for both you and Quinta. It was Quinta, yeah, of Zero Cats. Yeah, think of how, because I am sure there are doctors who do reconstructive surgery. Hey, Kizungu. Plastic surgery tuseme, to you know, some of those things can be fixed because it's a matter of nerve cells and you know returning them where they're supposed to be. So perhaps you can consider that. Yeah, acha nibakishie majudges wengine.
Thank you very much, Judge Sarah. Any other judge? Karibu. Gladys.
Yes, thank you, Dancy, for that presentation. So I have 2 comments. One is a clarification. I noted you said that your source of revenue will be from the counselors renewing their membership. So are you saying for the counselors that will be providing their services, they will need to pay a membership on this app? And then maybe I can give my other comment.
Yeah, but it's not a compulsory.
So it is a voluntary membership fee.
Partly it's voluntary and partly one can pay something.
All right, so maybe what I want to say is you need to rethink along that structure, because again, what will differentiate the counselors who have paid and the ones who have not paid for the membership? What will be the difference and what kind of services will they be offering? All right, and number 2 is you mentioned about creating Fdm awareness, which is a very good factor. So I just wanted to find out how you plan in doing this, seeing that most of these communities are in rural areas and they might not have the digital tools for that. So again, you might need to rethink of how you are going to create the awareness.
Okay, can I answer that?
Yes.
I said that there's a feature for reporting cases. So one can report case that has already happened or the planned case. So for reporting already happened cases, help us find communities that are still practicing FGM so that we can create awareness on the ground. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other judge with a comment? Karibu. Okay. Oh, Karibu Brighton.
Thank you. So I think thinking of revenue for such an app can be difficult. So I think donations is a good idea. And I think also maybe looking at grants or partnering with nonprofits that work within this space, so that then you have the nonprofits support the development of this platform. So maybe you can be like an extension to the already existing work. So you are just providing them a platform or technology to be able to enable their work. Maybe then you'll be able to have new features that they might need on the platform. So I think if getting money from people is a challenge, there is the other way of you working with existing nonprofits. Then they'll be able to support your work because you're extending their work by introducing technology.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Judge Brighton. Any other comments? Oh, great. You are on the clear, Dulcie. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we are going next to Deborah. Deborah, kindly unmute and prepare. Let me ask you to unmute. Are you there, Deborah?
Hi, John.
Hi, Deborah. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
Okay, feel free to begin.
Okay, so my name is Deborah, but I prefer to go by Komboka Nyakundi. My app's name is eNutri. The inspiration behind the app is basically my own personal health experiences, particularly micronutrient deficiencies. I have been going through iron deficiency for the longest, but it's due to other health conditions. And I also have experienced vitamin D deficiency, which has led me to have bipolar, a type of depression. And so the problem that my app seeks to solve is basically micronutrient deficiencies amongst teenage girls in Kenya. Having worked in the hospital, I am a medic. So having worked in the hospital, there have been recently, there has been a steady increase in malnutrition amongst the teenage girls, because during this stage, most of the girls, there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of peer pressure. They want to look a certain way, so they tend to avoid certain foods because of probably what they've had, they do to the body and stuff like that. And so the most common deficiencies amongst the girls that I have personally seen within the hospital facilities are iron and vitamin D, which have led to most of them having anemia and bits and expressions of depression to some extent. Next slide, please. And so the solution my app seeks to provide is basically to solve the micronutrient deficiency menace that has been going on through customized diet plans for the girls, free nutrition consultation, recipe books that can be designed by the girls themselves, as well as the most important part of the solution that we're going to provide is the gamified courses that we're looking at providing for these girls. These gamified courses also come with what is being gamified anyway. They're going to earn points that are also going to help them pay for some of the services that we're going to be providing for them as well. And also the curriculum that we're going to use for these courses is also in line with the FAO guidelines to prevent malnutrition amongst adolescents. The app is in line with SDG 3, which is good health and well-being. And so the next slide. The target users obviously are teenage girls, but then this app can also be used by women of reproductive age, that is from 15 to 49 years of age, to track micronutrient deficiencies, as we are the ones who are the carriers of pregnancies. We are the ones who are going to experience also, women tend to experience depression and other mental illnesses more. So I think this app can target generally women of reproductive age, that is from between 15 to 49, to track their intake of iron and vitamin D. The next slide, please. So our app, we're basically looking at generating revenue through the sale of diet plans. Obviously, it's discounted still, considering, yes, it's teenagers who have guardians, but then we're looking at targeting teenagers who also come from places that are not technically that are not economically stable per se. So like we're going to discount these courses as to discount this the sale of the diet plans, the courses, and yes. And so these courses, as I've said, it's gamified courses. So we're looking at them earning points. They're able to pay for the diet plans and all that, and all the other services that we're looking at providing. In terms of partnerships, we're looking at partnering with, I know developers who do IoT, tracking devices and all these things. We're looking at probably partnering with one or two of those to help us probably come up with like something like a watch or a bead that these girls can put on, so that we're able to track if there's a deficiency somewhere, we're able to track it, and then we're able to resolve it as well. So currently our main competitor is the Leisure Living app. It doesn't particularly do what we do, but then it does provide general nutrition services, I think, to everybody. It's not specific to teenage girls. Yes. The next slide. Oh, this is just basic screenshots of the app. I haven't really done much on it, but then I have time. I'll improve on it. So we have the starting page or the landing page, and then we have the dashboard. I haven't included the courses on the dashboard, but then they should be there somewhere. I will include them there. And then we also have the personal profile page, where now we get all the details of the girls here, including allergies and or any other medical conditions that the girls might be having. So yes, thank you.
Thank you very much for that awesome presentation and for keeping time as well. Karibu judges for comments and questions.
I'm curious, you mentioned partnering with IoT engineers. So I'm just curious, how are you able to track using, I think you mentioned watches. So I'm just curious.
Sorry?
So I'm curious how, I think you mentioned partnering with IoT engineers to be able to track the deficiency using things like smart watches. So I'm just curious, how will you be able to do that with a watch?
Oh, I didn't necessarily mean it's going to be a watch. I was just giving examples of the IoT devices or whatever. But then the thing is, there's always a link between the app and the device that is going to be used. So once they input their data intake, I'm sure the device can, I don't know, can track probably a certain nutrient that's not being taken as much as it should be. I'm not sure the technicalities of the whole devices thing.
Okay, because I was just curious, is it blood, is it oxygen? I was just curious to understand how you can track that.
I feel like it works the same as those apps that track your menstrual cycle, because they're able to track how your hormones are behaving at some point. I feel like probably it's the blood or the hormones. I'm not particularly sure, but I am sure by the time I get serious about this and try to develop it further, I'll have clear information after research.
Yeah, because if it's the blood, for example, or something that a watch can track, I think the next easy step, instead of finding an IoT engineer to partner with, is build an app for that watch. So you're already existing app, then extend some features that maybe can be able to have access to things that the watch can give you. So for example, if it's the blood, so for example, so it would be like, for example, your already existing app, but that's just extended to be an app on a watch that can be able to have access to data that is being recorded by the watch. That was going to be a suggestion.
Okay. Noted. Thank you.
Okay. So Thank you, Kwamboka. The fact that you're already a medic, so this is really good because you are actually solving a problem that you're experiencing at workplace. So this is really great. I like seeing that. I like seeing people who are actually experiencing the problem and coming to solve them using apps. So anyway, my comment is that first, when it gets to the market, me personally, I'll buy it. The other day, I used to think I have a problem with iron, but it turns out it was magnesium. Magnesium. Imagine magnesium. Who knew we need magnesium? I used to get really nasty headaches, but it turned out it's magnesium every time after my period. So I think I'll be one of those. And as you're saying, it's most of us are affected. There's so much going on. So I would be the first one to use your product.
Thank you.
That what Brighton was talking about, it's probably, I'm sure there's a metabolic byproduct that can be measured. I'm sure they are there. Metabolic byproducts that can be measured to know, some of these micronutrients. As in, they are so micro, but when you lack them, man, they really mess you up. So you've said, how are you? Do you see the scaling or expansion potential for your app, Kwamboka? Kwamboka?
Sorry, my network is giving me a bit of an issue. Let me just type it in.
Okay. I think I'm done. If there's another judge with another question, probably you can get into it.
All right. Thanks, Kwamboka, for that. I also really like the app, and more so, I like your target audience because we know teenagers and pressure, and the fact that you've really done your research very well. So my question is around consent, seeing that, like you rightly mentioned, most of them have guardians. And once you download the app, there is the I agree to the terms and conditions. So how are you looking around the consent if they are teenagers?
I hope you have heard that, Kwamboka, as you're typing in the chat. Feel free to answer that. Any other judge also feel free to approach.
Okay, just as an addition, what Brighton and Sarah are mentioning on the sensors to collect the data. So probably we do not have a sensor right now to collect how much magnesium you have in your body or any other of those nutrients. So mostly what happens for such things, you will probably ask the user to input what they ate on that day and so on. And on keeping track of what the user is eating, then maybe you can advise through that, through their meal plans and so on. So also that is also another way of checking or of obtaining the data. The hard part now will be to analyze that data and give appropriate advice on the same.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry, I kind of dropped from the call, but the answer to the question about consent, I feel like during the sign up, there's like a, what is it called? There's like a consent form that the guardian should sign. She'll sign before the teenager is onboarded to the app. There's also a text message that will be sent to the parents or the guardians or whoever is taking care of the teenagers in the presence of the teen as well, so that they're able to sign and hand over the responsibility of the child's learning and whatever to us.
Awesome. Any other question or comment for Kwamboka? Okay, you are on the clear, Kwamboka. Thank you so much for that awesome presentation, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we are going to Daisy. Daisy with Budget Eats Up. Daisy, I'm going to kindly ask you to unmute. Are you there, Daisy?
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Daisy. Reflecting, am I audible enough?
Yeah, you're now audible. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. My name is Daisy. Budget Eats is the app I came up with. Our tagline is Eat Healthy and Save More. Next slide, please. Okay, the problem statement is in Eldoret, people buy groceries from their local mama bogas a lot, and groceries from supermarkets are rarely bought, maybe due to many reasons, personal reasons. Others perceive that the prices there are a bit high, and maybe from my own personal experience, I've seen that when you go to the grocery sections, you can see that some of the products are somehow not fresh enough. Yeah, and due to this, many supermarkets end up throwing away the expired groceries and incurring losses. And now this is where the Budget Eats app come in. Next slide. Okay, Budget Eats is an e-commerce platform where supermarkets around Eldoret can sell off their groceries prior to the expiry dates at a cheaper price and maybe save them the losses. This app aligns with the SDG 2, that is zero hunger, and slightly with the SDG 3, good health and well-being. Next slide, please. The target users for this app are people living around Eldoret town, and maybe later we'll scale up to Kenyans at large. Next slide, please. For marketing, revenue, and partnerships, for marketing, maybe I'll use SEO, where the app can be easily found through search engines, and also engage content creators who put out their content which resonates with my product. For revenue, I'll earn some commission when one buys from the supermarkets through the Budget Eats app. Okay, for partnerships, I'm planning to partner with various supermarkets in Eldoret and high-end grocery stores. Next slide. Okay, here are the screenshots of the app where we have the sign up page. One inputs the name, email, phone number, password, and then log in. You go to the dashboard where you see the lists of various supermarkets where you can buy maybe your fruits and vegetables from. When you click there, it takes you to another screen. That is the category. You either want fruits or vegetables, you select. And from there, after maybe selecting fruits, And you also needed some vegetables. There is where you will click and takes you to the vegetables screen. Then you place your order. That's all for my app. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was an awesome or a great presentation. So I want to welcome our judges. Any comments for Daisy?
Hi, Daisy.
Hi.
So have you identified any competitors for your solution?
I have not seen similar apps, active apps in Kenya, but in US and the UK, there are many apps around the same idea. But there is one from our alumni for CodeHack girls called Rescue Food. Yeah.
I'm not sure about Glovo, but I think you should look at that as well.
All right.
Thank you so much, Judge Kelvin. Any other comment from our remarkable judges?
Hi, Daisy.
Hi, too.
Yeah, that I like that you have niched down to one locality, so it will be very, very easy for you to prototype. You see how it works there, and and proceed from there. I would suggest, this is my suggestion. I'm a scientist, so I like suggesting scientific solutions. So probably you can think of how your app can be used by people who make organic fertilizer, because I'm assuming if some of those groceries are really, really, they are no longer consumable, they can be used, with a few microorganisms and get converted to fertilizer, very, very good organic fertilizer. So perhaps you can consider that. Okay, that's my comments for now.
Yeah, sure. That's a nice idea. I'll really look into that.
Thank you very much. Any other judge with a comment or a question?
Thank you, Daisy, for that presentation. My suggestion is from the first slide, you mentioned that this is an e-commerce platform. So maybe you might want to look around e-commerce integration, the forms of payments that you're going to have, and all the things around e-commerce. That's my comment to you.
Okay, thank you.
Any other comment or question? Okay. Thank you very much, Daisy. I wish you all the best.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you. Now for the final, ya mwisho, final presentation, we have Bilha with Engage Tutor. So Bilha, let me kindly ask you to unmute. Oh, you're there. Fantastic. Let me present. I know feel free.
Okay. Good. It's afternoon. Yeah. Good evening. My name is Bilha, and my app is Engage Tutor. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So this app, I thought of it because of late we are having issues with learners or students. It's for high school. And it's for sciences and mathematics as the subjects I picked, because for the arts, I believe once a learner has notes, they can actually do it on their own. But again, we have learners who find themselves at home, maybe due to lack of school fees. A learner has been sick for some time and they're just at home, or even we have female students who are expectant and they may not want to be in school. So they end up staying at home for long. So most of the time, if these female students are at home and they're not in touch with a tutor, most of them do give up and they don't come back to continue their studies. So I thought of this as the problem. And again, when the learners go home for holiday, of late you're having some 2-month holiday or a month and some 3 weeks, of which due to this, most of them they engage in drug abuse. Some of them, they do engage in immorality. And actually, some of them, the girls especially, they end up being pregnant too. So my app or the Engage Tutor was coming to solve or to give a solution. That one, for this student or the learner who is at home for a period of time, can they access the mathematics and science teachers? Can they be taught in case they have a topic they never understood well, or they want to read ahead so that they be at par with the rest of the learners? Is it possible for them to access these teachers? Two, during the holiday, to avoid that loophole for the learners to just mingle with other peers who may be of bad influence to them, can they book these lessons and then keep themselves busy and do something? Three, which I forgot to touch on, the problem of unemployment to the teachers. As a solution, I thought of this app working especially with unemployed teachers. That is, these teachers have been trained, but then we have over 300,000 unemployed trained teachers in Kenya. Some of them, by the way, they are a bit discouraged. Some of them, they look desperate, such that someone, a friend of mine actually was asking, can I even have a job where I can work in somebody's house? And this is a male friend. So it's got, I thought of it, why don't we have this? So that some of these teachers, they can get some revenue from this and take care of their basic needs. Can I have the next slide, please? That was the solution with this DG4, which looks at the inclusivity and the equitable education to all the boys and girls. So that is what the solution is going to do. Next slide, kindly. My target users are the high school learners. As I said, mathematics, for the sciences, it is chemistry, biology, and physics. So these high school learners are those that I target, and it's specifically when they are at home, or those who are for the day scholars. Yes, most of the time you find they are at home and they don't have a teacher. And also when now the rest, these learners who are boarders and are in school, we can also have their parents or guardians who can actually access this app. And then when they come for holiday, it's easier for them to book a class for these learners, and they can access the teachers and they can learn whatever they want to learn, but it's at the comfort of their home, wherever they are. So that is my target, learners and the parents or the guardians. Next. The marketing part and revenue. For the marketing, I plan to have this app on all social media accounts so people can know about them. Revenue part, we shall have a look at the screenshot I have. These learners are supposed to pay 100 shillings before the class. So I look away where they can either have it as an M-Pesa, they send the money as an M-Pesa, or I look at other billing ways where we can have this money, but it has to be before the lesson. And then the partnership also plan to work with the teachers, as I've said, the unemployed ones, because we have so many groups. At the moment, I'm also a teacher, but on BOM terms, because I've not yet been absorbed with the TSC. So I'm in so many groups for the BOM teachers. So getting these teachers will not be an issue. I can partner with them, and then we see how this app will move on forward. Lastly, that is the screenshot. So for the first one is just about the app, a little description, and then we have the days from Monday to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and the charges is 100 shillings. Then when you press the button for get started, it takes you to the login or the sign up. So the sign up is when you don't have an account, but here you have the login part where this learner already has an account. So you'll just log in, and then it will take the learner to the dashboard and select the subject that he or she wants to have a tutor on. So if it's mathematics, we'll book a class, and then the next screen will give that learner an opportunity to select the time and the date. And maybe if there is an extra description, is it a topic, a subtopic, or how does this learner want the lesson to be? And then, of course, they'll have booked a lesson. So that is it.
Thank you very much for that presentation. Bilha, I want to welcome our judges. Any comment or question for Bilha?
Yeah, I'll start.
Okay.
Hi, Bilha.
Hi.
Thank you so much for the, acha nionekane vizuri kwanza. Thank you so much for your app. It is well thought, and clearly you and Daisy. Are you and Daisy? You and who? You and Brenda. So Bilha and Brenda muta collabo.
It's all right.
You seem to have similar ideas. But I like that you are very specific on the revenue per learner. So, you have thought it through. And do you know of the competitors, like the other apps that exist that do this? Perhaps you can
Okay.
think of that.
I had a look at that, and most of them, they are either for the primary or they only have the revision materials. Yeah, like Tusome, it's an app that has a lot of, I think it's books, reading books. And then some apps are for mathematics, but they only teach mathematics. Or you can scan a question and they solve for you. But for the sciences, all of it, I didn't see it.
Okay, so that is your unique selling proposition.
Yeah.
Then will the training happen within the app or through Zoom or through phone?
It should be an e-learning, so through Zoom.
Through Zoom.
Yes, or especially for maybe this learner has just seen an app on somebody's phone to learn. So I think it could be also through phone. Not sure. Let's try to figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, so probably you can think of that. Yeah, whether it will be Zoom, it will be within your app or it is through Zoom or,
okay,
or whatever else. Yeah, so otherwise, kazi nzuri.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other judge? Karibu.
So is your app focused specifically on mathematics and science?
Yes.
Okay. I see. So are there beyond just the normal curriculum? Are there things like those science congress experiments that maybe, because I'm thinking that could be a thing you add so that you grow or retain engagement on the app, where you have maybe those maybe how do we, so those experiments are done by schools, so you can add things like how does a rocket actually work within your app, so then you have you're able to build engagement, because I think that important thing will be how do you retain students or learners in the app beyond maybe a term or when they're finished with their high school, because I think those are areas where those who are interested in the mathematics and sciences will be able to remain in your app because they'll be able to continuously learn beyond the classroom. Yeah. That was my suggestion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge Brighton. Any other comment or question? That was our last presentation. Oh, fantastic. Bilha, you are on the clear. Now we are heading to the next phase of the program. So I've DM'd our judges on WhatsApp, our breakout link. So we are going to break out for 5 minutes. And then I'm going to hand over this session to our amazing director, Ruth, so that she can take over. So, of course, the program lineup, as of course you're going to see, we are going to come back in a few minutes with our judges. So I want to welcome our Executive Director, Ruth. Karembo.
Thank you, Joanne. And yeah, so as the judges are breaking, I would like to take this opportunity to invite one of the alumni, Diana Majalla, to be able to share experience, because she was one of the winners last year. What she's been able to learn so far, what she's currently doing. And then after her, I would like to welcome any one of you just to share what you've been able to learn during the 5 weeks training. Yeah, and we'll be very happy to hear from you. So Diana, are you there?
Hey, hello, yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay,
right.
hi everybody. So I'm Diana Majalla. Pony Techno Girls gave me an opportunity to undergo the CodeHack program last year. Actually, it was an eye-opening for me because I was able to experience a new dimension of technology. So for me, it made me to develop curiosity on what tech is and everything. So from there, after the cohort, after it concluded, now I started learning. I started now doing coding, programming, into getting deeper, and especially also getting to know UI UX design, because I think that's where my passion is, and graphics. So from there now I'm learning how to develop applications and how to perfect UI, to be a good UI and UX designer. And from this opportunity, I think I'm grateful, because it made me now to diversify my career to tech more than just accounting and finance. Yes.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Dan, and always good to hear. We are always very proud of your achievements and how you constantly keep learning and also keep engaging with the programs and opportunities we share at Pony Techno Girls. Yeah, so with the passion you have, we'll continue supporting you, and we hope like you'll develop like and continue developing like very remarkable solution, and also keep inspiring other young women as well, that they can as well do technology. It doesn't matter any field that you are from. So thank you so much, Diana.
It's always a pleasure. Yes, thank you.
All right. So I'll take this opportunity to make it open to anyone just share like what did you learn during the CodeHack program? What are some of the opportunities you are able to get? What is the new thing you are able to learn as we wait for the judges? Any parting shot that you might want to talk about your experience at Pony Techno Girls, anything you've learned? Feel free also to put it on the chat. I'll go ahead and read them. So as you are maybe preparing to share, let me share some of the work that other CodeHack alumni were able to do last year. I'll share my screen shortly. Let me begin with Diana. You can see application as well. Let me know if you're able to hear.
Is Diana Majalla.
Is that audible? Anyone can unmute and let me know.
Yes. Yes, it's audible.
Thank you.
I'm 23 years old of age. I was selected under the cohort 2 of CodeHack Girls program under the Pony Techno Girls organization. It was quite a privilege because prior I never had any interest, I never had any skills or knowledge of mobile development, web development, and even digital marketing. However, after the training, I was so curious, and you see, I gained a lot of skills in CodeHack, mobile development, in web development, and also in digital marketing. And it was quite interesting because prior I never even knew I could be able to develop my own mobile application and for it to have a bigger picture on the enterprise side. Prior to being selected for the cohort 2, I was a finance student at St. Paul's University. I never knew I could be able to integrate my passion in finance and technology to be able to create something interesting to help the society at large and solving the SDG of education and mostly financial illiteracy among children and even adults. After all that, to be able to integrate and to solve the SDG of education, now in my long-term goal after developing the Ashu mobile application, I am able to teach children financial literacy as they grow up to be able to make financial independent decisions, and even as they become adults, they'll be able to make informed decisions on saving, investing, entrepreneurship, and others. I am glad to have joined this cohort, and I encourage and motivate young girls out there not to be afraid to take any new challenge in their lives. Technology is the new evolution in this century. So you out there, take a step to be able to combine your passion with technology and begin your entrepreneurship journey from there. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's Diana. Let me play the last one, then I can come back to whoever wants to share. It's just very open. It's nothing very formal. Anything that you have learned, it could be very small. It could be maybe just one part you're able to like. How do you plan to advance it? How would you like Pony Techno Girls to help you? Even if you are not a winner, please mark my words. Like, we at Pony Techno Girls, we are not very keen, like, okay, now we are only going to focus on the winners. No, I even told you, like, today we are going, after the judges, I'm going to share with you, like, 2 ladies who are going to join the leaders automatically because of their efforts and the passion that they showed. So provided you have that passion, you really want to do it, we'll be there to support you. So let me share the other. So this is also Joy and Tatu. She was also part of the same cohort with Diana.
I'm Joy Tatu. I'm 23 years old. I come from Mombasa, and I was privileged to be among the girls who underwent the CodeHack training with Pony Techno Girls. So prior to the training, I was in school. I studied at Mo University, I was doing my undergraduate in psychology. Yeah, and the training came at a good time because at that time there was COVID and lockdown, so nothing much was going on in school. I applied and luckily got in. So basically I was just in school. I work online at some point. Yeah, and I really learned a lot during the training. Prior to the training, I had only the basics in, what do I say, in the internet. Basically, I only knew how to, the basic operations in a computer. I didn't know much, but I was able to know how to develop a mobile application. I was able to come up with mine. It's known as SmoothFit using Codilla. I also got to learn a few things about website development using HTML and CSS. I also learned a lot about digital marketing and aspects of entrepreneurship, which I believe will really, really help me going forward. So to all the girls out there who are interested in joining the tech world, just go for it, because as I said, I had zero knowledge. My course is basically arts and health, so I had no knowledge in internet and technology, but you just have to push yourself and have the determination. The trainers were really, really nice, and our facilitators, so I'm so grateful for them, and I'm just grateful, and I'm looking forward for the other part of the training, which will come after the last cohort. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, so those are some of the testimonies that some of the CodeHack alumni were able to share with us. Yeah, so anyone who let me see. Well, I can read. Let me start with Helen. The solutions of Kenyan problems are in great minds like the ones you've just presented. Congratulations. Yeah, she just saying congratulations. And then Mariam, I'm grateful for the opportunity to be part of this program. Have a question: in the post mentorship open to all alumni or just the shortlisted one? So the post mentorship, answering that, it's not just to the winners, even the semi-finalists and whoever really wants. So once we are able to come up with the schedule, we'll share with you and anyone who wants to join, because all of you have worked, like around almost more than 20 applications were submitted. All of you are able to invest a lot of time, a lot of energy on working on your mobile application. And one thing that we can guarantee you, because at the end, once you start applying for maybe internship, you want to apply for job, you even just showing that during CodeHack, I was able to develop this prototype. It even gives you like an upper hand over the rest. And during the mentorship period, we'll give you access to Pwani Techno Girls Play Store account. You can host your application there. You can keep improving it. Yeah, and even at the end, if you need any recommendation from Pwani Techno Girls, you are part of the program. And even CodeHack itself, through CodeHack, we've been able to provide internship opportunities, because we always get lots of people who really wants to get internship. And I'm so also very proud of Grace Mutinda. She was also part of the CodeHack last year. And because she was CodeHack and has participated in Pwani Techno Girls program, we were able to consider her for an internship. She didn't even have to apply. She didn't have to do so many things. Now, I know most of you are in technology, or you are aspiring to venture into technology. You might want to venture into internship. Sometimes it's very hard, but once you are part of Pwani Techno Girls, you are part of the family. We always consider you in any opportunities, and any way we can help you grow in your career, we'll be there to help you. Yeah, so to answer that, yes, everyone is welcome, provided you have the passion. We'll keep sharing these opportunities on the WhatsApp group, so don't leave. There's still more opportunities to come that you can explore. Yeah, so provided you are passionate, just stay on and tag along, and you'll be able to benefit a lot. So this is Miriam. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be part of this program. I have a question. No, I think that one I've been able to address that. I joined CodeHack training 2021, but I was unable. Aisha, this is interesting. I didn't know. I joined CodeHack training 2021, but was unable to complete it all the way though. However, once I got a taste of the web design program, it became a new passion for me. And currently I'm pursuing a certificate in website design. Being able to learn mobile applications development in this round of CodeHack 22 has been an awesome experience. Maybe I choose to learn about it more in future. I'm grateful to have been part of. Oh, fantastic, Aisha. So just be sure and guarantee that you have a place. When we'll be doing the post-mentorship, you are guaranteed you'll be able to join. We'll support you. We'll give you all the resources you need and the mentorship you do. Yeah, and I'm also very proud. When I was training the cohort 1 during web development, there are some of you ladies who are really amazing, like the passion you are able to show, the commitment you are able to show. And Aisha, like I was able to recognize that in you. So we'll continue working with you and also continue supporting you as well. And just to be able to realize that in 2021, you did not complete, but you also applied again and you are shortlisted, meaning like you are on the right path. This is Elvina. Elvina says, I'm happy to have joined the program because I learned a lot. And of course it was difficult, competitive, and also enjoyable at the same time. If possible, I would like to suggest that maybe those who didn't get winner shortlisted, you maybe tell us where we need to improve, whether it's the ideation process, UI, the images used to, we can improve. Oh, fantastic. So what we will do, we'll share with you like the rubric that the judges were able to select. We'll share with you, we'll not modify anything. We'll share with you the ranking, how they're able to rank, how they're able to select the semi-finalists so that you can see where to improve. But most of the judging rubric, there's a way we've defined them in a way that judges gives you score based on whatever you've based on those criteria that John shared with you before. I think some of you, if you're able to join the hackathon during like the late hours, or she was able to share YouTube videos, there are some criteria that the judges were looking to be very specific. Yeah, so maybe you might have missed it in one, or you didn't articulate it very clearly. And doesn't mean that if you are not shortlisted to be a finalist or the winner that your application was bad. No. Maybe you are not able to articulate it very well, but if you have the passion to continue during the post-mentorship, we'll really encourage you to do that. Yes, absolutely, we'll do that. And also, we can as well plan a session just for all of you are able to host your application, just to be able to guide you and maybe explain to you some of the areas maybe you did not do well, where you can improve. Yeah. All right, I hope I answered some of the questions. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Glad to hear that from you, Elvina. Yeah, so keep up the spirit. Don't get discouraged. It doesn't like, for me, I view all of you as winners. Like the fact that just being able to be selected for the CodeHack itself, it's such a privilege, because I also work with the selection committee. For them just to be able to select you, you must have really impressed more than 4 or 5 committee members to be able to be selected. And this is an achievement you can always put on your LinkedIn, you can put on Twitter, you are part of CodeHack, you are able to learn this and this, list what you are able to learn, put pictures out there, what you've learned. Yeah, so it's such a great opportunity. And I hope like whatever you've learned, because it was really crash program, we also feel it. And if you're able just to crash it through the 5 weeks, if you are given more time, you can imagine what you can develop. I was even following on the WhatsApp group where some of you could even forget your utensils for 2 days, 3 days, just working on it. Just know how remarkable and amazing you are if you're able to pull that out. 5 weeks, you learn, you develop, and you're not only learning one part, you're learning 3 skills at the same time, and you're just doing 2 hours. So you should really be proud of yourself. And I'm sure most of you are not having like any coding experience or any programming experience. Everything was new. Yeah. So it's a very good experience. It's also an opportunity. You are able to challenge yourself, to be able to learn new things. Yeah, so I'm really, really proud of you. Yeah, so maybe as I wait for some feedback, I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate the remarkable trainers who've really invested a lot of their time, sacrifice to be able to train and also support you. So with me, there is Mr. Anthony. Please, you're welcome.
Hello, Ruth. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, I'm fine. I've been following through since the session began at around 2 p.m. Though I arrived a bit like 10 minutes late, but I've been able to see all the presentations that the participants have managed to like present. They were really, really great presentations. I saw some that they were able to like tackle solution problems that are in the immediate surroundings. A good example, I think, of the lady, I think her name was Kwamboka, the one with the medicine, the one that recognizes level of iron in blood. Yeah, so it's glad to see that people are able to like leverage the skills that they've gotten in this CodeHack, in creating apps to like solve a problem that they see. Yeah, all the presentations are good. I saw the user interfaces for the apps were good. Yeah, there was the issue of the coloring. Yeah, so I like to echo what Breton was saying about coloring. It's always good to have like 1 or 2 colors for your interfaces. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the judges telling us who made it. But all of you have done a good job for being able to like being part of this whole time. I know it isn't easy. I was seeing those WhatsApp messages. Yeah, people also texting me when we were doing web development at night at 2 a.m. I'm waking up, I'm seeing just messages. People having issues, but I'm happy that you are glad you're able to solve them. Yeah, and also during the post-mentorship program, I'll also be here in case you have any issues. I'll always be here to assist you guys. Yeah, so great.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tony. Yeah, you've heard from Tony. Tony was able to come in and help with web development training and also digital marketing. He's a very great software developer and very passionate at the work that we do. And I'm sure most of you come to the office, Polytechnic Girls office, you always find him there. He's always willing to share his knowledge and also support you. Yeah. So even after we've completed CodeHack and you just want to continue maybe with your web development, there's really a lot that we didn't cover. We didn't even finish so much. You want to progress? Yeah, feel free, share on the group, push us to be able to put some of this program because we also have other programs running. Sometimes we might delay. Ask questions on the group. There are also other trainers as well. They will really help. Yeah, so we've heard from him. He's also ready to help and support. Yeah, so thank you so much, Tony, for the incredible work and support that you've always afforded to Polytechnic Girls. Yeah, so I would also like to appreciate other trainers who are not with us. Mr. Badru Suleiman is also very remarkable. He also supported with the training on mobile development. He's very, very supportive. He was able to train all of you. I hope you enjoyed this session. He was also able to support you during the debugging session. And also each and every time we have the CodeHack training, he always creates time and to be able to support with the training and also other facilitators, Zalia, Latifa, Gloria. Thank you so much for the energy and the passion that we've been able to show throughout the program. And I hope that apart from just learning, you've made friends, right? You've been able to gain new friends that you can work with. Yeah, even as judges were talking about some of the solutions. Yeah, you ladies could just collaborate and see if you're able to work together and support each other. Some of the ideas that looks similar, and if you're able to come together and be able to work together, that would be great. Yeah, so just to finalize one last, before I hand it over to you, Joanne, we are so excited. We can't wait to hear from what the judges selected. Yeah, so Ayako Bilhasi, I'm grateful for the opportunity. I've always had passion for tech, but I did not know how to go about it until I came across this great organization. It's a path I want to follow, and thank you for laying the foundation. Oh, that's really kind. We're very happy, and yeah, we love to continue supporting you and mentoring you in your journey. And finally, I'll conclude with Quinta. I'm grateful for this opportunity. It's been an eye-opener, and I'm looking forward to furthering my coding skills. Amazing. So we are always very excited to learn that whatever you've been able to acquire within the short term, yeah, it's very comprehensive, it's very intense. Kudos for being able to pull this through. And we believe we'll continue supporting you, even with the support of the trainers, even the judges, Mr. Brighton, Mr. Chai, they're also developers. They've also have a vast knowledge in the technical industry. So it's something that they can really advise. So you have everything that you need at your disposal. So it's you to take advantage of the opportunity. So thank you so much, Joanne. Back to you.
Thank you very much. And wow, the judges had an awesome, wonderful discussion at the in the breakout session, and we look forward to them sharing what sharing what they have discussed, and to also announce the top six. So I want to welcome our remarkable judge, Sarah. Let me just check if she's, that transition, yeah? Karibu sana.
Thank you. Chanipange camera. I'm using my phone. So, hey ladies. Ebu switch on me nisikie ni akina nani wako. How many are there? 35. Hey ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy. I'm very conflicted because man, that was a very, very close call. Yani mlikuwa mnaachana na point. So I'm very happy because of that. That means whatever you have done was high quality. And I'm so, so proud. For those who don't know, we are you are like my grandchildren, because Funny Techno Girls, we are the ones who, my group, we are the ones who nurtured them. Now they are nurturing you. Alafu na nyinyi muende, you nurture. Okay. You always have to pay it forward. Do not leave it here. So what you know, make sure you go and teach someone else. So I think I should just get to it. Drum rolls. Okay, that's a legit. So number 6. And number 6, we have Quinta Otieno with 0 cuts. Pigeni mee makofi. Pigeni ye makofi bwana. Ebu switch on and yes, Quinta Otieno with 0 cuts. You are in. Then we have at number 5, we have Bilha Ayako Nikuli with engaged tutor. Makofi kwake. Makofi. All right. At number 4, we have Joy Mutheu with Daktari Plus. Makofi. Hey. And number 3, we have Darcy Leader with Nature My Flower. Makofi ya Darcy. At number 2, we have Margaret Mose Chifuete with Get Atacho. Hiyo ingekuwa muhimu wakati wetu, sisi tulitama kadi tukaona giza. Aya, Margaret Mose will save people kutoka kuona giza ya kutamak. And finally at number 1, we have E-Nutri by Deborah Kwamboka Nyakundi. Makofi, vigeregere. Runners up are 2, and you have not failed. As I have said, this was so close. There are 2 of you who are tying, so it was very close. So as I can say, all of you had very high quality apps, and I truly want you to continue with them, refine them, take the comments we have given you, ask us questions. If you want us to test them, send them to us so that we can test us as consumers, because all your products are usable by normal mwananchi kama mimi. Yeah. So thank you so much. Congratulations. I look forward, you being my grandchildren in technology, I look forward to continuing to see what you will continue to make. And I want to see them in the market. Sawa. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much, our remarkable judge. Before I welcome our executive director, I want to welcome Brighton for his comments as a judge.
Thank you very much, John. Congratulations to everyone for the amazing work you've done. Like Sarah said, most of you will just point something ahead of the other. So it means also means you're building tools and apps that will be used by people. I think it's very important just remember the comments you're given, the feedback that you received, so that you can be able to improve your apps and see where you can maybe make some changes, rethink some things like revenue. So that's all from me, and congratulations. I'm looking forward to seeing your app on the app stores. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you very much. And yeah, as of course you've heard, these are our remarkable judges who are in the field of technology. Pay attention to the comments that they have shared, and we're going, of course, to share with you these comments later as we process everything after. And congratulations to all of you for participating and reaching this far. I want to welcome back our executive director, Madam Ruth. Karembo.
Thank you so much, Joanne. And yeah, for the ladies who managed to be able to be selected to be among the best 6 solutions to be developed, congratulations. And to the amazing work that the judges have done, congratulations. We appreciate your effort and support that you provided. And so for the 2 outstanding ladies, we have Aisha and Elvina. So you are going to be part of the finalists as well, because of the remarkable efforts and energy you've put into the program. The trainers have witnessed this. Yeah, so it doesn't, as I said, it doesn't matter whether you are in the finalist or not. We are able to acknowledge and reward your effort. So Aisha and Elvina, you join the finalists automatically to be also among the winners. All the access that the winners will be able to get, you'll also be able to get the post-mentorship, direct mentorship, you'll be able to get, so that we can continue nurturing and supporting your passion and commitment to learn. So we are very proud of you. And also from the facilitators themselves, receive this message from them. They are very encouraged by your commitment to learn and also just your curiosity. And some of you are just even able to join Joanne during the hackathon session, even past 10 p.m. So that was really commendable. It shows that you are really passionate to learn. Yeah, so congratulations to Aisha and Elvina as well. This is like an outstanding award for the work that you've been doing. Yeah, and also for the other 4 ladies who are part of the semi-finalists, and you are not able to be amongst the 6. So we've discussed this with Joanne, just also to acknowledge the effort you've been put into the program, and also being able even to reach to the semi-finalists. You're also going to join the finalist pool as well. All the access, all the post-mentorship and everything that will be providing to the semi-finalists, you're also going to be provided. So congratulations. You've all managed to be part of the winners. So don't feel discouraged. if you're among the semi-finalists, you also join the rest as well, because you've really invested a lot of time, a lot of energy, even to be able to reach this far. So congratulations. Once we start with the post-mentorship, we'll also ensure that we share with the entire group of the ladies here so that you're also able to know. So before we end this session, maybe any of the winners who would like to share anything or any closing reward. What do they feel? How do you feel now that you've won? You're going to get access to the training post-mentorship. Yeah, feel free. Anyone else? I'm not going to mention anyone. So anyone else, you can feel free to unmute yourself and speak.
Hi, Ruth.
Hey, Kwamboka.
First of all, me, I'm still in disbelief. I'm not believing this. It's like a dream. First of all, really, I know nothing about development. I had no idea, or like I didn't know anything about any web development or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I am really grateful that this program benefited where I am right now, and I'm so grateful for my app getting me this far anyway. Asanteni sana. Let me alikwambia vizuri afterwards.
Oh, that's great to know. Kwamboka, we've also been seeing how the intensive work you've been putting into the program, and also just even able to learn. Yeah, so everything is just about passion. If you're just passionate about it, things will just work out for you. So that's good to hear, and congratulations once again. Yeah, so we are also very proud of you being without having any experience in coding or technology, and within 5 weeks you learned, you're able to develop something. So that's a very great achievement. You should be also very proud of yourself. Yeah, so anyone else too, maybe two or three people wants to share the winners, then we can end the session and can hand it back to Joanne.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, great.
I am so grateful and excited at the same time. The facilitators and the trainers were so helpful. They were so ready to help. I remember there was a time I was chatting with Joanne it was around 12 to 2. So I felt like as if I am disturbing her, but she was all ready, and I really appreciate everyone that took us through this path, and I am so excited to be one of the winners. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome, Margaret. Yeah, you also put a lot of effort. Even when I was training cohort 1, I could see your effort and sacrifice. You know, at some point as a trainer, as you train, you can be able, like, just to be able to see the energy, and also you're able to predict like who so and so. There's some who are very quiet, they don't speak, but there's some who try their best and ask so many questions, they get involved, they're so curious. And I'm very glad to have witnessed you throughout the training session that I've been able to do as a trainer as well. So congratulations, well deserved. Anyone else, so that we don't close for anyone? And yeah, and the post mentorship will be open for all. We'll share more details with you. And yeah, so keep in touch on the WhatsApp group, don't leave. That's where we'll be sharing more information and sharing more opportunities with you all. Yes, so I would like to end here by congratulating all of you for reaching this far, and thank you for the trainers. Thank you to the amazing judges for taking time to join, especially on a weekend. We appreciate your effort and continuous support to the work that we do at Pwani Technogirls. So from the team at Pwani Technogirls, know that we appreciate the support, and we are always very happy to have you join and support us as well. So I would like to give back to you, Joanne, to end the program. Yeah, and finally, I would like all of us to have very heavy claps for Joanne. Joanne has been very, I even lack words to say. She's really been very supportive to all of you. She's really gone an extra mile to ensure that all of you get the support that you need, and she's really spearheaded this program to very great levels. People have been able to gain knowledge. All of you have been learning. So let's just clap for Joanne. She's really amazing. Yes, Joanne. Yeah, so from me and the entire ladies at the CodeHack program, the judges, we really like to appreciate the time and energy and the effort you commit. Yeah, so we always say CodeHack is Joanne's baby. She's been running and leading the program since it started, and you've really done remarkable work. Your passion, you're always there to support at any time. I even don't know what time you sleep. Yeah, so the energy that you put into the girls, you can see the girls are making you proud. They're doing great innovative solutions. So thank you so much, and back to you.
Wow. Awesome. Thank you very much. It was a team's effort. You know, some things you cannot do by yourself. Yeah. And I really appreciate those sleepless nights and meetings that you often have as a team. I want to thank all the facilitators as well, all the judges, and all of you girls for putting in the effort. Now, after this, we just are going to communicate with you on how you receive your certificates, and also how you're going to start the post-mentorship program later. Remember, this post-mentorship was pioneered by the last group. So you're not pioneers, you're in the safe hands. And the other groups are also doing you so proud, and they'll be also joining in to assist you and mentoring you as well. And we have, of course, a remarkable team, like from Google, we have Hadija, and they are so very much willing to support them being champions of this program. And even Ruth has really fought for you girls. She has really fought for you, made sure that you girls have been able to get airtime support. And we just want to thank you for that, for showing that efforts in acquiring the skills. And we look forward to having you in our future sessions. Sasa weekend ianze officially. Thank you so much. Go and rest, mpumzike, and we will call this an end to CodeHack March, April 2022. Congratulations, you are now officially alumnus, and we look forward to the future. Thank you so much.
Okay.
You can now, bye-bye, you can now leave at will, yeah.
Bye.